Watching movies and reading books are great methods when it comes to learning English. But with so many films and so many books to choose from, it's very difficult to know where to start. Well, here I have my top 10 recommendations, especially for you, movies and books that you should be familiar with. Hello everyone, my name is Anna and this is English Like a Native, the channel which is dedicated to helping you to speak English fluently, just like a native. So if you're not already a subscriber, then please do press that big red subscribe button and the bell notification button next to subscribe, which will mean you don't miss out on any future uploads. Alright, my top 10 recommendations, let's go. Number 1, Of Mice and Men. An absolutely incredible story, one that is circulated throughout the education system here in the UK. It talks about friendship, about struggles. It's based in America during the Great Depression, and it's about two men who are looking for work during this difficult time and about their friendship and how things develop. There are some very sad moments, and I must admit that I have once in a while shed a tear while being involved in this story. But one I would definitely recommend. It's a very good read, a very easy read when you're reading the narration. But just one word of warning, when the characters speak, they speak in dialect. And therefore the grammar is not always perfect when it comes to the dialect, but the narration is very good. Number 2, A Christmas Carol. Now, Charles Dickens has written some incredible books, but this particular novel became one of the most influential novels in Britain. You don't have to be religious to enjoy this book, even though it is centred around Christmas. The morals of the story are around friendship and kindness and sharing, and it has been covered in a number of different movies, so it may be a story you're already familiar with, which will be good because the writing of this particular book is a little bit more advanced. So if you are an advanced English learner and you're looking for a bit of a challenge, then I would suggest this one. Number 3, Animal Farm. Another book that you'll find in many schools around the UK because the subject matter is so interesting and good for having discussions. And although the main characters are talking animals, this is not a children's book. The writing is also very clear and easy to follow. Number 4, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Now, normally when it comes to fantasy, I tell students to be very careful because there are many words which don't actually exist in reality, which exist in the reality of these books. But Harry Potter has now become one of the most well-known stories around the world. And so if you are a fan of the movies, then I certainly recommend heading over to the books and using them as learning material, particularly this one. And number 5, for adults only, I'm recommending 50 Shades of Grey, a book that became a very popular read here in the UK when it was released. The subject matter is a little racy, so if you're not comfortable reading about intimate relationships, then maybe you should steer clear of this one. Otherwise, many people thoroughly enjoyed reading this story, and I'm sure you will too. So there you have it, 5 books that I recommend you have on your reading list. Let's move over to the movies. Movie number 1, The King's Speech. This was an award-winning film, but I'm not just recommending it because it's so fantastic. I'm also recommending it because most of the characters speak with a clear RP, received pronunciation, standard accent. So you will hear very clear English voices. Movie number 2, The Full Monty. This is a little bit older and it's certainly a little bit fruity. It's about a group of working class men who are struggling for work, so they decide to become strippers. It's a very funny movie and it's based in the north of England, so you'll get lots of practice at listening to regional British accents. Movie number 3, Harry Potter. The Harry Potter movies are incredibly entertaining, good for all the family, and there are a number of different accents within the cast. But if you're looking for a standard British accent, then you have to listen to Harry Potter and Hermione Granger in particular. The Harry Potter movies are really good for your English learning. and fun. Film number 4, Love Actually, another feel-good family movie. There are so many characters and so many plot lines that I think there's something for everyone in this film. It's particularly adorable and has moments of comedy as well. The beauty of this film is that many of the characters have different accents, a majority of them British accents, but some are also foreign accents. So this is really good overall for learning English. And finally, number 5, something a little bit more challenging. Shakespeare in Love. Now, you don't have to be a fan of Shakespeare to enjoy this film, but it does help if you have a knowledge of the story Romeo and Juliet. But this was an award-winning film, very entertaining, and it has my high recommendation. So there you go, 5 book recommendations and 5 film recommendations. There are so many other books and films I could have included. If you know of any books or films that you felt have been particularly helpful for learning English, then please put them in the comments box below and let's share our learning. All the books and films mentioned have been listed in the description box below, along with all the usual fabulous links that you should definitely be aware of down in the description box, as well as a link for a free trial for Amazon Prime. Now, Amazon Prime is a fantastic service where you can stream movies, TV programs, as well as music, and download books, get free deliveries, the works. So if you're not already a Prime member, then I would definitely take advantage of that free 30 days. Links down below. Well, thank you for joining me. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to tell me what books and films you recommend for learning English. Until next time, take care.